YouTube? It's a quest of Earth and Prophecy, and today's video is about tonight's game. Now, obviously, I said that the Boston Celtics was going to sweep the Warriors. I'm still optimistic. I'm not holding out any punches. Now, if the Warriors do wind up winning tonight's game, I wouldn't be shocked. Because the Boston Celtics have been lagging at home. Especially against the Bucks and the Heat. So and I think the Boston Celt I think the Warriors can probably get a game up there at home. I mean on the road. Just like how the Boston took game one. You know, and there's been a lot of teams over the years that have stolen game one on their home floor. So to say that Golden State Warriors is they're 9-1 or they're there was 9-0 at home, but we all know you can't be perfect in the playoffs. Teams try to be perfect in the playoffs, but that shit doesn't work. You know, but I'm not holding out any punches. I firmly believe that the Boston Celtics can win tonight. It may not be in a blowout. It might probably be close. But I believe that they can win. Because what I took from game one was the only way Golden State can be effective if they have open shots. You know what I'm saying? Like open shots. The way the Celtics play defense, they just close the lanes. Like if you look at that Miami Heat series, if you look at the Bucks series, like they wasn't letting Pat Connaughton or Giannis get into their rhythm. And I've seen a lot of defenses like that where they close the paint. They don't let nobody like they don't let Golden State Warriors be comfortable, and that's what the Suns. No, was it the Suns? No, that's what the Grizzlies and I forgot what other team they faced. But yeah, that's what the Grizzlies and the and the Mavericks wasn't doing. It wasn't closing out. Even though Curry got hot in the beginning, but you cannot let them shoot. You're supposed to close out in the lanes. And I think, the Boston Celtics does a good job of that, you know. Because if you let Curry, Clay have their way with you, they're going to shoot you right off the gym, you know. And, I think Boston does a very good job of not letting them get into their sweet spots, and that's what the other two teams failed to do. This is not those other two teams. This is Boston, So if they can somehow get a lot of switches, a lot of screens, for Curry to do his thing, it depends on who's guarding Clay and Curry, Because if those two don't go off, especially Clay giving you 15 points, 16 points, that's not going to cut it, you know. And points don't necessarily equal wins, This is what you do when you don't have the ball in your hands, you know. How effective can you be? Now, I know Clay is coming back from injury. I'm not saying that he's going to, be, Pippen, locking down your best defender, That's Draymond Green's job. and you obviously can't put the game in Draymond Green's hands, you know. I don't care how important he is. Um, and another thing is the Golden State Warriors, they have the experience, they just don't have the depth, they don't have the size that Boston has, you know. Um, with Looney always getting in foul trouble, Draymond Green always getting texts. Like, who else do they have? Wiseman, he's out. I wouldn't be shocked if they moved on from him. Because he hasn't really been playing all those so much. He only gave the Warriors like what 35 games. That's not enough. So they're gonna be looking to move off of him pretty soon because availability is key. Um, or they might probably snag somebody in the draft. I don't know. Um, but yeah, outside of Looney and Draymond Green, they don't necessarily have nobody. So imagine if those two guys are not in the rotation. You can't bank on Iggy. Because Iggy is old. I mean, the rookie Pinga, whatever his name is. I mean, he can only play so little. He didn't play at all. And a lot of people saying, well, Steve Kerr was messing with the lineup. He should have just stuck with the lineup that he had in the Grizzlies and Mavericks series. But it is what it is. Um, I always say the players play and the coaches coach. You know, a lot of people don't understand the NBA format or how the NBA does. Like, I don't think people understand how defense is actually played in the NBA. You know, um, a lot of people might think, oh, it's just you just have to guard your guy. Like, there's a reason why the Warriors was off in the fourth quarter. It wasn't because they were missing. It was just because the Boston Celtics defense is just that damn good. They're number one in the defense for a reason. So like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, take care of yourself and each other.